Well, welcome to math class. This is definitely a first for me that I'm missing the first day of school, but I have a sick kiddo, so I can't do much about that. So I'm just going to walk you through some things, and then I'll have another lesson where I go over some other stuff as well. So welcome back to school, first of all. I'm going to tell you just 5 encouragements for going back to school, just as a little devotional to get us started. So, number 1, don't complain, be thankful. Consider the people that don't get to have an education. In countries where education is not an importance, something that they value, those countries have a lot more violence and crime and just hardship. So education is definitely something to be thankful for, because to be educated is it's a good thing. And I know sometimes it feels like, it's school, but it really is something to be thankful for. So that's my number 1. Number 2, realize school is more than books. So yes, you're going to learn math in my classroom, but I hope you learn a lot more than just math. I hope you learn about God. I hope you learn how to make friendships. I hope you learn how to respect others around you, and hopefully in turn be respected back. So more than just books. So look at it for what could you be learning. Number 3, be a missionary. There is the mission field across the world, and there is the mission field right here. So keep in mind that people are always watching, and how you live hopefully represents Christ, and you can live that mission field right here. Number 4, don't forget your identity, and I hope that identity is found in Christ, and if it's not, I would love to talk to you more about that. If it is, I would love to talk to you more about that too. So just remember who you are, where you come from. Maybe that's something to do with your family. Maybe it's something to do with God. But don't forget who you are. And then number 5 is just pursue holiness. It's really easy in this generation to come across things that are not of God. There's technology everywhere, and you can pretty much find whatever you want to find, right? So pursue holiness, looking more like God every day. So that's my little devotional to start us off. This one we're going to have to wait on. I was going to have you pick 3 different colored Skittles, so you're kind of going to get a little insight into what Skittles you can pick when I get back. But while I was passing around the Skittles, I was going to tell you a little bit about me. My name is Mrs. Verhoeven. I have a family of 5, so my husband Landon, that's this guy here. Get you a color here. This is Landon. And then I have Zeke, who is 8 years old, going into 2nd grade. Graham, I'm writing kindergarten instead of G for Graham now. Graham is kindergarten this year and had such a fun first day of school yesterday. And then Mackenzie, she is 8 months old. That's this little peanut here. She is a doll. She's the one that's not feeling good. So you can all say a little prayer for Mackenzie. Lan and I have been married for 13 years, and we met at APU. Loved my time at APU. I would encourage you all to go there. And yeah, that's my little family. So this is what we were going to do with this. So if you picked red, your best vacation; yellow, tell me about your family; green, your favorite hobby; orange, favorite and least favorite subject; purple, if you could pick a job right now, what would it be? So maybe when you guys are all done watching the video, you can tell your neighbor that or something. But I will try and come back to that when I'm back. One thing to make sure of is that you download your book, because we are going to start using that right away. If you don't have your book downloaded, I will have some PDFs in Canvas of the book for the first few lessons. So if you don't have it today, don't come to me saying, I couldn't do the homework because I didn't have the book. There's PDFs in Canvas. You can do it from there. So, and then I was just going to have you open up Canvas and kind of flip through it and take a look and see if you had any questions about my Canvas course, but I can't answer your questions right now because I'm not there. So, something to just look into, think about what questions do you have, and I will get back to you on those things. And then as far as homework goes, this is what a typical page should look like. Now, this is preferably lined paper, but I didn't have the lines, so pretend there's lines all in here. What I would like from you is your name, and then what lesson number it is, so like 11A or 14 or whatever lesson we're working on. And then it's helpful if you just write the numbers down, because the numbers are going to change every day. That way we see that you're doing the right numbers, and you can just look at the top of your paper there to know that which numbers you need to move on to. And then homework should be done in pencil with your work shown if there's work to be shown. Sometimes there's not, and that's fine, but majority of the time there's something you did to get to your answer. I would like to see that. So just number them vertically down. This is you can fold the page in half. You don't have to do that to get full credit, but I've just found it very orderly and organized for people. So yeah, working vertically, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want the 1 and then 2's over here and then 3's over. I don't want to work horizontal like this. Okay, that's hard to see, and your work is more difficult to find that way. So numbering it vertically, and then just make sure you correct your homework every day in a different color. That can be a pen, that can be a marker, just something that you can see, oh, here's somewhere that I was making a mistake. That way when we have time in class to answer questions or ask questions, I can answer your questions because you know where those questions are. So that's just kind of a breakdown of what a typical homework assignment would look like. And then a few last details. My syllabus, I am going to talk through a few of the details with you, but it's in Canvas under modules. Open it, flip through it, check it out. If you have any questions, let me know when I come back, or you can shoot me an email, that's fine. But yeah, your syllabus is in Canvas. One thing to note is you do get a free late for every chapter that we do. What that means is, say tonight you don't do your homework. Tomorrow, when I ask you to turn it in, you'll get a 0. If you turn that homework assignment in by the first test, by the test for that chapter, I will still give you a 5 on one assignment each chapter. So homework is always out of 5. You can still get a 5 on one assignment that got turned in late. So it's not that it's free late. You don't have to turn it in. You're still going to turn it in. It's just going to be turned in later. And then renting tools, I'll talk to you more about that in class because this is going to be 2 different math classes. But basically what it is if you need a calculator, you pay $1. For geometry students, if you need a protractor, a compass, a ruler, it's $1 as well. We're just trying to encourage you. The math department does this across the board. We're trying to encourage you to make sure you are responsible for your tools and you bring them in. But we do have some to rent if you need to. Morning study sessions or morning tutoring, however you want to look at it. Usually the morning of a quiz or a test, or for my algebra students, any morning that you decide to just talk to me about ahead of time, I can come in and we can go through some things. I will let you know when those mornings are, if it's a quiz or test study session, but I am available. I love to work one-on-one with people, so please don't be bashful. If you have questions, just ask. And then as far as being in my classroom, I know sometimes it's helpful to stand up and move to help you focus a little bit. So if you need that, you are welcome to just stand up and go to the back of the room so you're not being a distraction to the people in front of you. That's totally fine. I want you to be able to focus and concentrate, and if that means standing in the back of the room to help you with that, great. Okay. So again, sorry I'm not there. Here's a quick overview for you. I know it's a lot of information and you're going to hear a lot of these today, but hopefully it was pretty quick and painless. And you can go ahead and watch the next video for my geometry students. My algebra students, you're going to go into Canvas and do the worksheet that's in there for the first day. Have a good day, and I hope to see you tomorrow.